Hello and welcome. Um, this is a solution for question 2 in the midterm for the object-oriented class. So I will go over the code of question 2 and teach you how can you solve this question. The key thing here is that you need to go over the code. So you are giving a class called dog, and it has, as you can see, pretty a large number of methods, and there is a main here, main class and main method, and it is asking you how can we what is the output of running this method, specifically this one. So uh, what is the output of running this method? This one, the whole method, what is the output of running this? So let's see how can we do that. The first step is to go over the dog clause. The first thing is to go over the dog class, which is the upper part of the page. So there's a class called dog. There are three attributes: name is a string, breed is a string, age is an integer. There's a static. You need to pay attention to this. There's a static variable dog count. Static means something shared is not duplicated. So for any dog will have separate name, breed, age, their own copy. However, the dog count is static, so it will be shared among all objects. There is a constructor that takes three parameters. This is straightforward. There's a getter and setter for name. There's a getter and setter for breed. Nothing strange here. It's straightforward. There's a setter and getter for age, and there's also get dog count. Dog count is a static. It retains the dog count, and it's gonna be very similar to any object. Also, there's a method age in human years, and here somehow it has if else, if else, if else, and it will print something here. And there's a toString method, as you can see, where you print the dog name, breed, and age, and number of years here, as you can see here. So let's start. So the first thing is to let's look at the first two lines of code here. So the two lines of code here, as you can see, let me now refill and make them red. Okay. This is very important. The first two lines of code is to creating a new object with three values, as you can see here. So I created them, as you can see here. Dog1 is a reference to an object of type dog, where I have body, golden red, or whatever there, and the age is 3. On the other hand, the other dog2 is also Charlie, and the type is bulldog and has 1 year, or the age is 1 year. So the next thing is system.out. So this system.out will print something. This one, this system.out, it will print something, and let's see what it will print. So it's a dog1 get name. So dog1 name is body. Okay, body. Let me type it correctly. Body, and is a it will dog1 get breed. So the breed of dog1 is gonna be golden red. I will not complete the exact one, but you can write it, of course. And it will say dot at the end, dot. So it will be dot. So this is the first output that comes from running this main method. Okay. The name, you get the name as normal here. You get the name, whatever name, which is body, and afterwards you'll get the breed, which is this one. Get breed. Make sure that nothing has been concatenated here, so everything is pure. Okay. Now the second part is, let me keep this here. The second part, so we finished this. Now I will focus on this part. This part is I'm changing the breed of dog1 to Labrador Retriever. Okay, so set breed is here. You change it right away with string equal. So what will happen is that dog1 will be changed. So this one will be gone. Let me scratch it. Okay, double scratch, and it will be changed to Labrador Red. Okay. Let me unscratch it here. Okay, here we go. So this is the new value of the breed of dog 1. Okay, so let me bring it up. Now I am done with this. The next statement here, very interesting. I'm defining a new, this is a shallow copying as we can see, and it's a good thing to copy the reference here. So you will create a dog3, and he will pointing to dog2. That means the reference dog3 will be also pointing here. So dog2 and 3 will be pointing to the same object, which is the dog Charlie. Okay. The next step is dog2 set name Daisy or Daisy. So dog2, you set the name here from Charlie. So I will scratch it here. It's gonna be changing, and instead of Charlie, it's gonna called Daisy. Okay, so the new name of the dog2 is Daisy. Notice that dog2 and 3 are referring to the same object. So if here what they are trying to a little bit fool you is to see will you recognize that or not. So if we say print this message, what will be printed here? So the second, look, all what we have done didn't have only one input, it had only one output. Now this is the second output. Okay, so the second I'll say dog1 get name. So dog1 get name will be Labrador Red. Note that dog1 here, the name has changed. Now say get name and after that is now a. So is now a. And after dog1 get breed, the breed is the same, which is, oh, I'm sorry, it should not be Labrador, it should be body. Body is now a. And I forgot that we changed the breed, not the name. So the name will stay as it is for dog1. So its body is now Labrador Red, and there is full stop. Now the second one here, when we move a little bit down and you see the output here, say dog3 get name. So dog3 is Daisy. So dog3 now pointing to the same as dog2. Notice that this object was changed through dog2, but now dog3 also is referring to the same thing. So the name is Daisy. Okay, is now a, and the breed is the same thing as you can see, and full stop. So this is two output that coming from there. Now the next thing is these three output. Now if we try to run dog2 age in human years, notice that age in human years is here, and it's pretty large method as you can see here. And let me make it refill empty and make it red so that you can see it, and it's here. So let's look at it. You will see that age in human years, you define human years and you check the age of the dog. If it's less than 2, you do some calculation. If it's not, you do calculation. Okay, and here you do description, and based on the human years calculated above, you also do another calculation. So let's see what will happen here. Okay, so here talking about dog2. Dog2, it's dog2 and 2 is the same thing. So age is 1 as you can see. So here you will see that age here is 1. Let me make it red and smaller so that can fit here. Okay, so for dog2 age is 1. 1 is less than or equal to yes. So on a side, let me put it here in a side. It's not output, but let me compute it. Human years will be equal the age 1 times 10.5, and you will get 10.5. It's the same, right? 1 times 10.5 is the same. So here I calculated human years, right? Now there's also description. It seems to me they are going to print the human years and description. So the description will be equal to what? Let's see here. Now 10.5 is the human years. That means here you will see that let's see here. Oh, sorry. So human years is 10.5. So the calculated human years is 10.5, and 10.5 less than 20 or less than 50 or 70, it's clear that's less than 20, right? So description is puppy. Description is puppy. Okay, and at the end here they are printing the output. So these two things, they are not output but they are calculated. You need to calculate them. The output will be as follow. They are using printf. Percentage f is percentage d dog year. So the first thing they are printing is, let's see, it's a long one. So name. So the name of the dog for dog 2 is Daisy. So it will Daisy, okay, is, and the second parameter percentage d is the age, okay, and the age is 1, and they are saying dog years old, which is about the same text. Now 0.1 if human years is calculated to be 10.5, so it's going to be 10.5, one decimal point after the decimal point, one digit after the decimal point, human years, okay, and there's parenthesis percentage s, which is description, which is puppy, the one described, and full stop. So this is the output here. So this is the output of this one. It's going to be a little bit complicated because you are calculating using the age to calculate the human years, and the human years here was calculated to be, of course, it will go the first if statement, and the human years will be equal to 10.5. And after that, you take 10.5 and compare it less than 20, 50, 70, and it's clear that less than 20, so the description will be puppy. And after that, you need to use printf to calculate the whole thing. The whole thing is, as you can see, there's percentage s, percentage d, and percentage f again, and percentage s. So there are 4 variables. So let me show you the 4 variables. Let me put them in perspective so that you can tell what they are. So the first variable is this one. Okay, let me make it a little bit without fill here. Okay. So this is the first variable. Okay, and which is going to be a string. The second one here is a digit, which is an integer. And the third one is f here, which is a float or double. And the last one is a string, percentage s. So there must be 4 variables going on, and they are there. And they are name, the first one, a string, age, integer, and human years is a float, percentage f or 0.1 f, and lastly description, which is percentage s. You insert these value inside. Of course, we calculate the human years and we calculate description, but remember they are asking for name and age, and name is Daisy here and age is 1. Okay, and you calculated that. The last thing you want to calculate is the last if statement or system that out here, where they are saying you need to print total number of dogs created, and they are saying dog.getCount. Oh, that's what we missed. Notice that dog count is incremented every time we count or we use the constructor, and it starts with 0. So dog count, every time you call the constructor, it will be incremented. So it will start with 0. We call the constructor twice, so it's gonna be 2. And this is for today about how to calculate the output. Of course, remember this part is not part of the output, so I will take it out and put it in a side of that here. just to indicate that this is not output. This is a calculation that you must conduct so that you can get the answer right. Okay, and this is the answer. Thank you very much.